I don't know the measurement of this, but I do know, just like y'all told me earlier, these are congruent. And if those are congruent, then the opposite angle is congruent. So this side right here is opposite of this angle. That's going to be 45 degrees. This side right here, and I'm using those words on purpose, this side right here is opposite of this angle, and that's going to be 45 degrees. Now, since we're going to find the hypotenuse, that's our mission for today. So I know both of these are the same. I'm just going to say they're both x because they are. They're the same measurement, whatever. We'll use x as a template. And then we're going to go way back to junior high, and we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to find the hypotenuse. So remember, the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, but don't write those letters. We're going to let x be a squared, so write x squared, plus b squared, it's still x squared because they're congruent. And for c squared, we're going to write hyp for hypotenuse, and we're going to square it. So write hyp squared. We're going to solve the right side of the equal sign. Guys, these are like terms. Let's combine them. So this is going to be 2x squared equals hypotenuse squared. I have two terms on either side. I am ready to square root. I am going to draw a square root symbol, but I don't have to worry about plus or minus because these are measurements, and there's no such thing as a negative measurement. So let's just square both sides. We're going to ignore the plus minus because we're dealing with a real measurement here, which is only positive. So the hypotenuse is going to equal this, but can you guys take out a perfect square? No. What is this going to look like when it's simplified?
X square root 2.
Very good. X square root 2. That's right. Now, y'all, I'm going to write that pretty big down this line. So no matter what, we're able to find these measurements of a 45, 45, 90. If this was a measure of 10 units, then that's a measure of 10 units, and that's 10 root 2. If that's 5, this is 5. That's 5 root 2. So you're going to see me write this format, so go ahead and copy this down. I'm going to write 45, 45, 90 with dashes right here. And underneath it, I'm going to write the template for it. And we just found the template for all 45, 45, 90s. Whatever this measurement is, the other leg is the same. The hypotenuse is x root 2. So that's what you got to come in on Monday remembering. All right, now let's talk about a 30, 60, 90. Is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. These measurements are absolutely proportional. The side opposite of the shortest side, the angle opposite is 30 degrees. The remaining degrees are 60. It is opposite of the other leg. Now let's work on these measurements. So remember, y'all, I really don't know the length of these, so I'm going to let this be x. But remember, the base, we used half the ID. So how long is the hypotenuse if that's x? What is it? 2x. Very good, very good. Let's write 2x. All right, again, we're going to use our buddy Pythagoras to find this leg. So it is going to be x squared. We don't know the leg. I'm writing leg squared, leg squared, equals the hypotenuse squared. Y'all, what's 2x times 2x? What's 2x times 2x? 4x squared. Very good. So let's write 4x squared. That's the hypotenuse squared. Okay, Let's go ahead and solve for the leg. So this time I'm going to subtract x squared from both sides. So leg squared equals 3x squared. Leg squared's by itself. We're going to square root both sides from here. And remember, we don't care about negative. So that leg is going to equal, what can we take out? An x. We can take out x squared. So it's, what do we write right here? X root 3. Great job. So x root 3 is going to be written right here. Bless you. This is x root 3. All right. So our little template that we have to memorize. So whatever 30 is, and whatever 60 is, and whatever 90 is, we know for sure 30 is the lowest leg. Across from 30 is just x.